Well, I'm just your mother, and it's not like me to worry, but I was watching 60 Minutes, and they were doing a special about home invaders. They don't just come into your home, they invade. Anyways, it's safer to sleep on the freeway at rush hour than in your own home. Oh, I'm not saying that you should do that, but it wouldn't kill you.
Mason, I got your message. I tried to call you back, but your line was busy. Are you okay?
No.
What's wrong?
Look. Hazard lights. Who does he think he's trying to kid? Will you go down there and put this note on that car's windshield? It's been parked down there for an hour and a half now.
Hey, jerkass. The sidewalk is for walking, not for parking. Thanks, a taxpayer. I can't believe I let you drag me over here for a stupid car with its hazard lights on. I have things to do.
Like what? Look, that car is illegally parked and it's blocking my driveway. We have to do something about it.
You don't even use your driveway. Being murdered is a big deal. Home invaders are a big deal.
Have you been talking to my mom?
It's no joke. I saw something about them on 60 Minutes. It's the last time I answer one of your frantic phone calls.
Oh, come on. Don't make me out to be some kind of paranoid freak.
Do you remember the time that you made Guy and I rushed over here because you were being robbed? It was some homeless guy picking cans out of your dumpster.
Those cans are my property until collected by a licensed and bonded waste management company.
Mason, if you make me late, I swear to God, I have to be on the road by 7. I did not claw my way up from guest book girl to bridesmaid just to watch those other tramps get all the good single wedding guest guys.
Ashleigh, you put the note on the car on your way?
What's the matter? I got your message.
I got your message too. I came over as quickly as I could. I tried to call.
It's nothing. It's a Mason crisis.
You know, Mason, homeless people have to earn money too. Just let them have the cans.
There's a car with its hazard lights on, blocking Mason's driveway.
You're agoraphobic. You don't even need a driveway.
It's still my driveway. It's still against the law.
Maybe you should call the police.
I would have, but my mom called before I could.
So call them now and we'll go someplace else.
I can't.
Anyway, her cousin has athlete's foot. I know it's not the same as agoraphobia, but it's still quite difficult to live with.
Just hang up on her and call the police.
No! That's my mom. She was in labor with me for 36 hours. I can't just hang up on her.
Maybe you should have called the police first instead of bugging everyone you know.
Come on, I didn't bug everyone I know. I just called you three.
Mason, are you all right?
And Jennifer.
It's okay. Mason just wanted us to come over and share in his misery. I was really worried.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry it was such a burden for you to come and help out a friend. I'm sorry that you all had to take time out of your busy schedules to help a man find a little justice.
Wow. Where'd you learn to guilt like that?
I'm just saying that if I caught cancer, you might visit me in the hospital and I might actually get to see my only son. He might even speak to me. It would be worth it.
Someone should talk to her.
No, Guy, don't do it. That's what she wants.
Well, this is all fascinating. I do have some place to be. I'm gonna be a bridesmaid at my coworker's wedding.
Yes, I know you're all so very busy.
I have a date picking me up in 20 minutes. He's taking me to the Ivy. He said if we're lucky, we might actually get to see Lindsay Lohan get into a car accident.
No, the Ivy. Well, the Ivy's nice, I guess, if you like eating fancy food and drinking fancy drinks with Hollywood's elite.
I ate at the Ivy once. I wasn't rich enough for them, apparently. They invited me to leave. A word of advice, don't dry hump anything.
Yeah, well, I should get going too.
Evening nap.
Evening nap? No, my evening nap is at 4.
See, Mason, we're all busy.
Guy doesn't actually have things to do. Do you?
I have dinner reservations for 7 o'clock.
You have a date?
Yeah, I guess you could call it that.
Really?
Yeah?
With who?
Very nice girl. Successful, sexy, nice aura. I don't kiss and tell.
You don't usually kiss.
I have a date too.
You do?
Yeah, so I shouldn't keep him waiting. And he's very cute and way less handsy than Jamie Foxx.
Yeah?
I better go.
So you all have plans, huh? No, wait! What about my note? Jennifer?
Okay, I'm going down there anyway.
Mason, if the note is that important to you, why don't you walk down and put it on the car yourself?
Don't any of you appreciate the law? Besides, that driver's lack of respect is forcing me to have to deal with him. I'm being held hostage by his contempt. Why are you making me out to be the bad guy here?
It's not that big of a deal.
What?
It's not that big of a deal! Wow! That's a lot of cops.
I haven't seen that many cops since I went to that party at Danny Bonaducci's house.
Does that car down there belong to one of you people?
See, I told you it was a big deal.
Yeah, I need everybody to stay calm! There's a dangerous fugitive loose in the neighborhood. Now, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask all of you to stay in this apartment until the LAPD can find them.
Excuse me. Yeah, I have a slight issue. I'm gonna assume that you're single.
They cordoned off the whole block. The entire Los Angeles police force must be out there. I think there's at least 100 cops.
Yeah, that's pretty much the entire LA police force, all right.
Listen, Officer Caulfield.
That's right. Caulfield.
Officer Caulfield. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the hierarchy of weddings, but as the 5th bridesmaid, I'm sitting in the prime spot. Far enough away from the bride to not share her spotlight, but still important enough to be on display. I don't even like the bride, but I'm going. I made sure of it. And I'm going to be radiant. The 5th groomsman is a 23-year-old lumberjack. An honest-to-God lumberjack. He has things on him the size of tree trunks.
Plus, if Ashleigh's not there, the lumberjack will have to walk down the aisle alone.
Yes, and he'll look like an idiot. A bulgy, virile idiot. And that will reflect on me. Do you want that blood on your hands?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I can't let anybody leave this apartment until it's safe.
But I'll be sneaky. They won't even see me. They're busy. And, you know, if they do see me, I won't tell them that you let me go. I'll say that I overpowered you or something.
Oh, that you overpowered me. Maybe you can, take my taser. You can, me. And then you can take the keys to my squad car and turn on the woo and the lights, and that way you can get to the wedding in no time. Woo!
If the answer is no, that's all you have to say.
No.
You don't have to go all Serpico on me.
Ashleigh, you can't pick up lumberjacks in jail. Not male ones, anyway.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying. I don't go down to the police station and knock the donut out of her mouth.
Donut? That's humorous, huh? I mean, some people spell donut with an O-U-G-H, like the old way. What do you think is more proper? I'm not saying that you're an expert.
I think they caught him.
They've got him surrounded.
Oh, here come the batons.
Oh, they're beating him.
Fantastic.
Oh! Well, they won't be using that leg for a while.
That's just good old-fashioned LA police work right there.
Oh, no, wait, it's a mistake.
He's just another cop.
They don't look happy.
Oh, they're beating him again.
Looks like they're gonna be a while. Seriously, how long do you think this is gonna take? I have dinner reservations for 7. I have a date.
Oh, well, I can just get on the old walkie and tell them to pick things up a bit.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. No, you were kidding.
Yeah. She's a pain in the ass, isn't she?
I have a date in about a half an hour or so, too. I do. A real date.
Oh, so do I. He's supposed to pick me up at my place.
So you have a lumberjack, and the 3 of you have dates, right? And I suppose you have a date, too, huh?
No.
Oh, on a Saturday night?
No.
Kind of sad, isn't it?
What if they caught him yet?
Why don't you just call the wedding and tell them not to start without you?
I am the 5th bridesmaid.
And you, why don't you just call the restaurant and make a later reservation? You call your real date and tell them... well, your boyfriend can't get through the barricade anyway.
He's very influential. He drives a Bentley.
Ooh, a rich guy with a Bentley. Way to break a stereotype.
Well, it's safe to assume he has a cell phone then.
He has 7 of them.
Well, so call him and explain the situation.
I don't know his phone number.
He has 7 of them.
Look, I live right downstairs. Can't I just go down there and wait to see if he shows up?
Sorry, ma'am. No.
What if I press myself really close to the building as I walk down the stairs?
Ma'am, I'm sorry, I can't let anybody leave this apartment until I get the all clear.
That's it. I'm calling the bride.
No, wait!
He can give you some help with your jingle writing. You met him when you were 10. That time you pooped your pants and left a trail all over the car.
Why don't you just hang up on her?
I can't. Okay, when I was 5 and I broke my arm, she took me to the hospital. Granted, it was after she told me to walk it off for 2 weeks, but she still took time out of her day to do it.
That woman has really gotten to you, hasn't she?
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, like you never pooped your pants when you were 10. They fed me veal.
There go my reservations.
Mine too.
I'm gonna get something from the fridge.
I'll join you.
Hey, Mason. Do you have a marker and a large piece of paper?
Sure, I keep one handy right next to the window. Oh, no, seriously, there's one right there next to the window.
Oh, I'm gonna make a sign for my date and hang it out the window, so he'll know that I'm up here.
Great.
It's not Spago, but it'll do.
You were gonna take me to Spago?
Actually, I was gonna take you to the concession stand at the Aquarium of the Pacific. But I was planning on making that same joke once we got there.
I love seafood.
I still feel weird about not telling them that we were going on a date together.
They don't need to know. Besides, I don't want them getting all weird about it.
You think that they get weird about it?
Well, that and I just really like keeping secrets from them.
So what are we gonna do now? We can't have our first date here, can we?
Why not?
In Mason's fridge?
I've had first dates in less glamorous places. At least Mason's refrigerator doesn't have a seatbelt poking me in the back the entire time.
You know, you're right. We can't let something as trivial as a massive manhunt for a fugitive lunatic spoil our plans. We'll just pretend we're at the aquarium.
Well, as long as we're pretending, why don't we pretend we're in Tahiti?
I have an irrational fear of French Polynesians.
The aquarium it is.
What about bribes? Do you take bribes?
Sorry, ma'am, I don't.
You call yourself an LA cop.
Tell me, what level of crime is it to use hazard lights without proper cause?
Excuse me?
Hazard lights. Is it illegal for a person to use hazard lights if there isn't a real emergency? Like, say, if a person's just too lazy to find a real parking spot, so instead they pull in a no parking zone and they flip on their hazard lights, making it look as if they have a legitimate need to park illegally, when in fact they're just selfish and lazy. How big of a crime is that?
They're loading the cop they beat up into an ambulance. Looks like he's got a broken leg. Oh, the police dogs are here.
3 canine units. They're getting the dogs prepared, searching for a scent.
The dogs are off the leash.
And off to a quick start.
The dogs are jumping into the back of the ambulance.
Oh.
That beaten up cop runs pretty fast for a guy with a broken leg. Oh, wait. No, he doesn't.
Ew. Ashleigh, I need your help. I'm trying to make a sign to hang out the window so I can let my date know that I'm up here, but I'm having a problem.
What's that?
I can't remember his name.
Really? Okay, I have to say, I'm gaining a whole new level of respect for you.
Well, we only went to coffee once. Well, we almost went to coffee once. We got to his Bentley and his cell phone rang and he had to leave unexpectedly for work. He's an insurance adjuster.
Oh, insurance adjuster, that's sexy.
He's very busy. That's why he has so many phones. It's cute. Every time he calls, it's from a different phone.
I have to admit, if I'm involved with a guy, I usually know his name, so I don't really know what to do in this situation.
Who would?
So you can see by how closely they swim together that olive sharks are very social creatures.
That's fascinating. Look, that one ate a pimento.
Yes, as you can tell, olive sharks love pimentos.
Kate, Jennifer could use your expertise.
I'll be right back. I have to powder my nose. But maybe after the aquarium, we could go get ice cream on the pier.
I'm pretty sure that Mason doesn't have any ice cream.
That's okay. He doesn't have a pier either.
Sorry.
Usually I just say something like, hey you.
That works? They don't get offended?
Depends on how you say it.
I'm telling you, it's a matter for parking enforcement.
Parking enforcement? But you're gonna pawn this off on the golf cart, Gestapo? What the hell do my taxes pay for anyway?
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to back up a couple of feet. Excuse me, miss. I'm gonna need to see what you're hanging out the window there. No, I'm sorry. I can't let you hang that.
Why not?
Well, it could confuse the officers on the street, and I'm not gonna be held responsible for letting you get us all killed here. And also, it could be misconstrued as sexual harassment.
Really?
Ma'am, remove yourself from the vicinity of the door.
The flower girl's probably just starting down the aisle.
Wait!
No!
Express myself. The human body is a beautiful thing. But the barista obviously didn't agree with my philosophy.
Mason, I think your mom will understand that it's an emergency and you need to hang up on her.
I can't!
Excuse me, where does your mother live?
In West Virginia.
And how long are her arms?
I don't know. Just regular length, I guess. Why?
Oh, I was just checking to make sure she wasn't grabbing a hold of your balls.
I didn't know you could make ice cream.
The internet isn't only for porn.
Now you're just talking crazy.
2 baggies, some salt and ice, some sugar, a little milk, some vanilla and almond extract. All things Mason had sitting around his kitchen.
To the LAPD.
To the best first date I've had in a long time.
Oh my God!
I think Mason's milk is rotten.
Maybe that's why he has such a sour disposition.
Let me see that. Huh. You can't hang that either. Maybe you should just give up on your date tonight.
You know, maybe Officer Caulfield is right.
Yeah, maybe you can just reschedule it for later.
Or, you know, just forget about it altogether.
What's wrong with this sign?
There. Now you can hang it.
What? But this doesn't even make sense now.
I can't have you drawing undue attention to this apartment and away from the manhunt.
There, why don't I just hang this in the window?
Sure, that's fine.
So, how do you feel about people taking cans out of other people's dumpsters?
You know, apart from the manhunt, lack of privacy, and a mild case of food poisoning, this hasn't been a bad date.
I was just about to say the same thing.
It's kind of fun keeping it a secret from everyone else.
Let's see what other secrets we can keep from them.
You know, if you make each other sick, maybe you shouldn't sit so close.
Mason, your mom is just watching a stupid sitcom.
But the city counts on that money. If people take recyclables out of the designated recycling bins, it's like taking money out of the city coffers.
Somebody owes me a lumberjack.
Why do you care so much?
Why don't you? It undermines the public works.
Now, sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down.
Mason, I'm gonna hang up on your mother. I'll do it.
Don't tell me to calm down. There are official programs set up to help the less fortunate. I mean, why not just let homeless people deal drugs while we're at it?
That's it. I'm out of here. Ma'am, don't ma'am me!
Admit it. You're a bad cop.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Who's a bad cop now, huh? Huh?
Still you.
All right, nobody move. Whoa!
Looks like we got ourselves a hostage situation.
I'm gonna walk out of here nice and slow.
Ashleigh, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be a beautiful, beautiful bridesmaid, Mason, and I don't want anyone to make any sudden moves.
Don't do it, ma'am. It's not worth going to prison over.
Shut up!
Well, no, she's right, Ashleigh. Nothing's worth going to prison over.
Well, I don't know. Robbing a bank might be fun.
I've always wanted to tip over one of those huge water towers.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. Would you go to prison for that?
Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on how much water's in it.
People, please!
Look, lady, if you put the taser down now, I'll just let this gentleman go and we can just pretend this whole messy business never happened, okay?
That's a great idea.
Come on, Ashleigh. Put the weapon down. It doesn't have to be this way.
Everyone on the floor now! I've got mace!
Mason and I are going to a wedding.
I'd really rather not.
Put down the stun gun. If your boyfriend doesn't want to get married, this isn't the right way to convince him.
Oh, no.
Oh, we're just friends.
Okay, ma'am, we can take it from here.
You didn't think we'd find you? Haven't you guys beaten up enough cops today?
She's no cop. We've been looking for her all afternoon. Got the message you sent us. But, how'd you get the sign out the window without her noticing?
Well,
I'll take her and put her in my car. You're gonna pay for that uniform's dry cleaning.
oh, please. Like, you guys wash these things?
Come on.
Yeah. Oh, hey, maybe you can settle an argument for me. Is it illegal to take cans from a designated recycling bin?
Put a pipe in it, Missy.
Thanks again for your help. Brilliant code on that sign. Libraries are filled with the dregs of society. Well done. I'll see you folks at the trial. We also just busted one of the largest insurance scammers just sitting in his Bentley. FBI's been after the guy for years. Name's Glenn Habermail.
Glenn! That was his name!
Lindsay Lohan just crashed her car in front of the Ivy again.
Damn it!
Awesome! Dibs on the mugshot royalties.
No way, you got Paris and Nicole.
Tell you what, you can have Tara Reid's next
Screw
one.
you, Phil.
Oh, excuse me. There's a car parked downstairs with its hazard lights on. It's illegally parked and it's blocking my driveway.
Oh, yeah. We'll get right on that. Let's go straight to rehab. I bet she's there.
You were being held hostage and never knew it.
Speak for yourself. You were gonna tase me.
Maybe. I'm going to a wedding.
I've got a date.
Me too.
So it looks like you're gonna have to postpone your date for the next 15 to 30 years. You can hang out here with me if you want. We can order some pizza, take turns calling parking enforcement.
Oh, that sounds like fun, but I'm gonna go up to the Ivy before they tow Lindsay's car.
What? Mom! Hang up the phone!
Well, once she was revived and the Secret Service left, I told her she shouldn't have done it. Well, that's about it, honey. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
24 minutes. That's a record. Oh! He's gone, he's gone, the jerk ass is gone, he's gone, the jerk ass is gone. No, no, no! Hey! No! Hey! Hey, mister! No! No, don't you walk away from me! Hey, I'm calling the cops!
Oh, I forgot to mention, guess who's getting married this weekend? Calvin Sparks. I went to back in Wayne to put you two in the tub together. So cute. Nice that somebody's getting married.